Saya membaca buku. Then you arrive in Jakarta and someone says, Saya baca buku. Wait, where did the me go? Did your teacher lie to you? Not at all. Today, we're entering the fascinating world of real Indonesian. Why do native speakers drop me? And why does the beginning of a word suddenly disappear when me comes back? Most textbooks teach formal Indonesian first. That's useful, but everyday conversation is often simpler. Native speakers constantly shorten verbs. Understanding this difference is essential if you want to sound natural without sounding careless. Let's see some of the verb here, the formal pattern. Membaca, menulis, melihat, membeli, memasak. These are completely correct. You'll hear them in news broadcasts, formal presentation, academic writing, and official documents. Now let's see the verbs in everyday Indonesian. Baca, tulis, lihat, beli, masak. Now listen to how friends usually speak. Aku baca buku. Dia beli kopi. Saya lihat tadi. Kita makan dulu. The meaning hasn't changed. The register has. Think of it like English I'm going to becomes I'm gonna. The grammar hasn't changed. The level of formality has. Now for the magic, look carefully. Baca, membaca. No surprise. But kirim, mengirim.
Huh?
Where did the K go? Here's the rule. When certain base verbs receive the me prefix, the initial consonant disappears. For examples, kirim becomes mengirim. Pakai, memakai. Tulis, menulis. Suruh, menyuruh. This isn't random. It's one of the most systematic sound changes in Indonesian. But don't worry, you don't need to memorize thousands of words. Memorize one elegant rule. When we meet K, P, T, S, those consonants usually disappear. Let's finish with one of the most useful distinctions in Indonesian. Ber usually describes something you do yourself. Me usually acts on something else. Here are some examples. Berjalan, to walk, no object. Menulis surat, to write a letter, object required. Berbicara, to speak. Membuka pintu, to open the door. Don't think of these as rigid rules. Think of them as strong tendencies. Here are some common mistakes you must avoid. Adding me to every verb. Using ber where an object follows. Or failing to recognize dropped consonants. Now it's time to practice. Which sounds more natural with friends? Saya membaca buku or saya baca buku? Yes, The answer is usually the second. Saya baca buku. Next, find the original base verb. Mengambil, ambil. Menulis, tulis. Listen to this mini dialogue.
Lagi apa?
Lagi baca
Baca apa?
novel baru. Which letter disappears? K, P, T, S? Correct. All four can disappear after m, depending on the base verb. So let's recap. Today you learn formal and conversational Indonesian differ. Native speakers often drop m. When the base verbs start with K, P, T, and S, they disappear after m. Ber and m often signal different kinds of action. One tiny prefix has at least 3 completely different personalities. Let's investigate ter. If this episode completely changed how you think about Indonesian verbs, you'll love the Indonesian affixation for professionals course. Today's lesson covered just one corner of a much larger system. So click the link in the video description and check it out to see if it's the right fit for your goals. Thanks for watching.